Hey guys, this is Turek, and in this video I'm going to be reacting to a trailer for a movie called The Uprising, starring Andrew Garfield. This summary, yeah, I want to say summary, I can't say that other word, is about uprising against King Richard II, which I read was, when did he reign? I think it was the late 1300s. So I don't know a lot about the English kings, other than I've been watching that guy named Pat, Mincy, I can't think of his channel. I'll put his channel name in the description. He um he does a lot of funny shorts on the different English kings, especially, and he's been doing some stuff on Templars. I know a bit more about ancient history. I've listened to mostly podcasts and some stuff like that, and like I like that period of history, like with the I should go further back too and read more about the I like the period with the classical Greece era that we a lot of our Western culture is a part of, and that time period with the conflict with the Achaemenid Persians, and there's the Carthage were still around at that time before Rome beat them, and the Roman Empire is pretty interesting. Although that period also can be kind of boring because like they ruled the Mediterranean by then, but I thought it was more interesting back in the days when Carthage and Greece and Rome and all these places were all their own separate thing. Uh, so, anyways, I know there's a lot of these English kings were not great guys. They took that divine right thing very seriously. They didn't like any kind of uprisings. We have a movie, Mel Gibson's movie about that called Braveheart, which is I haven't seen that in a long time. It's just that was kind of a bittersweet one because the rebellion failed, and that's kind of what I'm worried this one's going to be like. But I still wanted to see what it's going to present. I don't think I've seen Andrew Garfield in anything in a while. Although I gotta watch. I just saw. I forgot about that movie he was in called Hacksaw Ridge, and I think that's some other war movie. I don't know if that's World War One or two, and so he does a lot of this stuff like this that's very like he's dedicated to being more in the movies like this rather than being in like these summer blockbuster type things. I kind of like you might think of Tom Cruise or something. And I just haven't seen him in anything since uh, the Spider-Man No Way Home. So I'll get into this now. I want to see what it's about.
I am no priest.
Okay, he
I'm
says
just
it.
a farmer.
Tin land. Okay.
The land is broken. We are forced to work beyond what our
Yeah, because they're like serfs and.
and take.
Oh, Paul.
Is the law.
We have nothing more left.
He says pay taxes, you pay taxes.
How?
Then she must pay.
He says work harder, you work harder.
That's enough! Enough! We've given you enough!
Yeah. Beat him up, man. Yeah, they've had enough.
It is time to set the world on fire.
Jesus. If they got nothing to pay, what do you want them to get?
Rebel armies converge on London. 10,000, maybe more.
Who leads them? A plowman.
There will be no peace until we are free.
Ooh, wow. So they really flood the city?
Listen. Can you not hear their rage?
Once we draw blood, we open the gates of hell.
Well, yeah.
Chaos and fear.
Crush them.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I gotta be careful with archers.
God has taken much from us to show us the truth. To and it will set you free.
Oh, it's that guy from, wow, I haven't seen him in a while. Jamie something.
For all that you've taken from us. All that we've lost. Time to pay.
Oh, boy. How do you stab him? Well, okay, those guys got armor. Are you hitting them? No, maybe the armor's not everywhere. The chain armor. Yeah, Grass. Okay. Yeah, he made the second and third, and I think the fourth, not the fourth. He made the second and third and fourth, Matt Damon Jason Bourne movies. The fourth, there's another one with Jeremy Renner. I forget his last name. From who's also from um yeah, Marvel, the MCU as Hawkeye, and anyways, yeah, it's interesting to see him doing this kind of filmmaking. I didn't know he would be interested in this stuff. I always see this used to doing those fast-paced thrillers. So did they say it's no? It's not yet rated. Okay. So anyways, yeah, it's probably gonna be rated R for the violence, I bet. Anyways, I want to look at the cast. There was that one guy from I remember him from he did a period piece. There was a TV show where he's like a spy for Washington during the Revolutionary War, but he was also in that one. Oh, it's that movie. It's like almost 20 years ago now. Him and Hayden Christensen were the Jumper. He was in there in the Jumper. He was the other Jumper who knew about that group that's hunting them, and he was just living out his days hiding somewhere. And then Hayden Christensen's been a Jumper for a while too, and he's just using his powers to kind of live this lavish life. And the other guy, Jamie, I think his name is Jamie, is like telling him, "Hey, you gotta be careful. They're gonna come after you." Let me find his name. Oh yeah, Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell is his name. So he might be about the same age as Andrew actually. And who's that? I gotta look up who's this. That I think the mother there looks kind of familiar. Okay, okay, yeah, this is during the when the plague was causing problems. So yeah, there's not a lot to go around. And they're trying to still like squeeze them for everything they got. That's such BS to see that, to think that kind of stuff would happen. Like, okay, these people got nothing, and you're still gonna force them to try and get like, yeah. Let's see. Oh, this guy, Stefan Delane. He was in I remember him from Game of Thrones. He was the other Baratheon brother, the one who should have taken the throne when Robert died. Who's that mother? Is that her? Johnny Lee Miller's in here too, isn't he? Yeah, isn't he? Yeah, he's the one who was he used to be married to Angelina Jolie, and he played a Sherlock. He was in a Sherlock show a few years ago, or maybe even longer now. Yeah, it's a good cast in here. Hopefully, it won't be too distracting. Okay, it's like I like this cast because it looks like a lot of Tom Hollander. Where did I know him from? That was something that's kind of I was thinking about with after watching the other Odyssey trailers a couple weeks ago. Like, okay, this is like really. Do you really need some of these? Are some of those actors really appropriate for those roles? He was in About Time, Pride and Prejudice. I know him from somewhere. Anyways, that looks like a cool. This looks like an interesting movie to watch. With this kind of thing. He's from. Yeah. What do I know you from? I'll look it up later. Anyways, hold on. Yeah, I want to see this. Yeah, I just can't figure out who I know her. I think that was that Watterson. So this kid is an arrogant prick apparently. He's not like that. Cause there was stuff like that with Ptolemy, the last Ptolemy king, who was Cleopatra's brother. From what I heard about him, he was very naive and wasn't ready to take the throne, and so Cleopatra was even kind of. I think he was kind of just being. He just kind of had advisors doing his bidding. Meanwhile, Cleopatra was a very assertive and very confident leader in her own right. Maybe not like a military commander, but there was a. This is interesting to see this young king who's like this is because the same, and it's the same thing in too with the kind of thinking of like King John and who the one who was when the Robin Hood myth was around that during that period, which I think is about not quite 200 years before this, and he was like the same thing. They kept taxing. They were broke at that point because of Richard the Lionheart's crusade. But he was a lot King John. At least the portrayal in what I saw it has him a lot older. So it's like, yeah, he I was just expecting this kid to be. It looked like they'd be maybe be the same way. Where was I going with this? I was trying to say I was thinking maybe this kid was being ruled by his advisors, and I'm sure the advisors are telling him a lot of stuff to help. Say, hey, this you're the king, divine right, all that stuff. Like his word is law stuff. Oh, he looks familiar too.
Open the gates of hell.
It's showing some of the battles.
Chaos and fear. Crush them.
Oh boy. Yeah, archery's gonna be something tricky though. Is that the longbows I always hear about?
God has taken much from us
Yeah, there's Jamie Bell.
to show us the truth. Surrender to it.
Oh,
We're free.
oh yeah, and he wants to lead from the front. I don't know if you want to do that. If you, they did. It looks like they successfully laid siege to, or kind of sack London. It looks like at one point. Yeah, and that's the bullshit too. They're taking these women. Were they taking them as slaves, or basically, worse? They're gonna. Oh, she's old enough. No, I was thinking, because I was thinking like that one scene. It was in the Nativity story where they were, they were showing they took away someone's daughter as like a payment in Israel at that time. They were showing Mary and Joseph and their villagers not being able to pay the Roman taxes. And what? And his family looks like he's gone from the plague. They showed those 3 crosses later. So he's by himself now too. He probably has no family left. Yeah, what was that thing with the crosses? Anyways, that looks pretty good. Let's see what the thing. Andrew Garfield feels like AJ's. The peasants are revolting. Yeah, that's not a reason to get personal. Yeah, I can never make enough medieval films. They look awesome. Yeah. Let's see what they say. And oh, the guy from Shogun. That's where I recognize that other guy. I saw that. I started watching it recently after 1381. Yeah, okay. Cause I think well, maybe the king's a little older then. Cause I thought I read that Richard started ruling. Well, maybe he was a kid when it's like 1367. I think it read. Oh, King Richard built too many data centers. Okay, anyways, this looks pretty promising. I'll check this out later. I mean, obviously it's not out yet, so yeah, I'll put this in my list of something to try out. It's nice to see some different stuff like this with the different kings and get a perspective of the period. Because again, this is like so many years later, well over a century after the King John guy, the one I always think about from the Robin Hood stuff. And this is thinking here, the same old, same old. That's just tax the peasants. Nothing will go wrong. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.